All right. I am in the middle of like nowhere, Nagasaki, or no, actually this is Saga Prefecture. I thought it was Nagasaki. I came in from Nagasaki Airport, and I went into this supermarket here. This is called Find the Takeda. I'm a huge fan of them on Instagram, and I thought I would go in here, get a bento, and share it with you. Here's the inside of the supermarket here. There's nothing around here except for this supermarket. This is so funny. It's over an hour drive from Nagasaki Airport. I came in, the weather was so bad, so there wasn't anything I could do in the city of Nagasaki anyways, except for go to a cafe or something. So why not go for a drive across Saga Prefecture to a place I've never been to before? But I found that it looks like everywhere else Japan. The supermarket is so cool. This is one of the quirkiest, funniest supermarkets, and the deals are really good. There's a tendon tempura bento right there. The prices are so good. What's that, 480 yen? And it's the characters of the supermarket. Look at that. These guys are so funny. The city is full of people over the age of 65, but I guess the son of the owner or something has... Anyways, I love watching them on Instagram Reels, and I decided to come out here and make the trip. Look at that karaage. I actually got that. We're going to eat that right now. I got the miso soup for 50 yen. That's like 35 cents for that. That's a pretty good deal. But they make going to the supermarket so much fun because I guess maybe there's not much else to do in this town. Look at this chicken in like a potato thing. I was kind of starstruck going around here. Just apples are fun. They make apples cool, sort of. The banana section is kind of fun. I mean, who does this, right? Who does something like that? Well, these guys do. They do. And so I went in here, I got a bag, a bento. I love just jumping into a car and then going somewhere, right? With no particular plan other than to go here. This is such a bargain. Check this out here. So this is the bento that I got. I'm probably not going to eat all the rice, or this red hot dog. But we're going to try this in a second. And I also got that karaage, the deep fried chicken. Here. Boom. So we'll try this here. It says it's their Toko-chan original karaage. So 300 yen. This is pretty heavy. This was in dollars, $2 for this. This crazy. And of course they gave me a pair of chopsticks in there. I didn't see the celebrities inside of there, but I thought I would talk about my trip here to Nagasaki with you, and show you some of the clips of Mount Fuji from the airplane coming over here. It was it seemed like about a 2-hour flight from there. They said that because of the wind shear, I might not even be able to get into Tokyo. Check this out. Here's Mount Fuji from the airplane. That's a lot of snow. You don't want to climb Mount Fuji this time of year, but in about 3-4 months, there's going to be a lot of people on there. All that snow is going to melt pretty soon. But this is as built up as it's going to get. That was cool. And it looked like I wouldn't be able to see it at all. And all of a sudden, you don't even know what side of the plane to pick because depending on the weather, the route might also change. So I wondered, maybe if I sit on the left side, that sort of makes sense. And I nailed it. So I got a chance to see Mount Fuji on the flight about 3 hours ago. Taking off. Like a lot of people like to take the Shinkansen and the trains when you come to Japan. I think if you're going to a place like Nagasaki, Kyushu, even Hokkaido, it makes a lot of sense to save the time and the money because it's actually cheaper to fly and get here from Haneda and get a cheap flight. I don't even remember how much I paid for this. I don't think it was that cheap. Hey, Aunt Dugan is here. I am doing well. And I saw Nihon there as well. There's the flight to Nagasaki. It was pretty uneventful. I thought that because of the wind shear, it was going to be a really bumpy ride, but it wasn't. One thing that I enjoyed, if you take the Pokemon ANA flights, just a little note here before we get into the bento, the narrator is Peter. You can't hear the voice, I think probably because of copyrights and stuff, but I don't know. But this is a really cool video, and there I am filming it. I'm like, I recognize that voice. That's Peter, who is the voice of Only in Japan for the narration call, the title call for the last well, since I started. That was like 2012, 2013 or something like that. So that was really cool. I didn't even know I would get in a Pokemon flight. So where exactly am I? I can show you on this map really quickly. I'll pull out really quickly so you can see where I am from Tokyo. You can't take the train here. You could, but it would take you about 9 hours, I think. Or the flight is like a little bit over, I think it was about 2 hours, and the rent-a-car, it was such a smooth transition. The airport's in the middle of the bay, in the middle of the lake here. Jonathan, PVG still is the voice, yes. And then I'm here. Like, I don't know, first of all, I don't understand why this took over an hour to drive here. I guess just, there's a lot of, I don't know, people in little wagons, K-cars driving around over the age of 65. This is such a cute thing. It's such a cute little town. I don't know what else is here except for this supermarket. So this is where I am, and I'm going to Nagasaki tonight to stay there. So it's kind of a weird stop today. I didn't get much sleep because of the pollen. I talked about that yesterday. Yeah, you know, sometimes you don't need a reason to do something. You just do it. You know, don't overthink it. Just go. I kind of was hoping, I should have contacted them on Instagram, but I didn't have time to do it, so I'll do that. I'll do that later. Itadakimasu. This looks so good. I have to pan this down here. I guess if we hit the super chat goals, it's just something that they're doing. Let me know, moderators, if we hit the goal. I'll take you out to the vending machine. We'll go get a drink, because I forgot to do that. I just start up with the rice here. That's rice. It's anything spectacular, but maybe it isn't. I'm just spoiled. Walter L. Walters is here. Thanks for bringing us on your trip to Nagasaki. Here's a warm beverage to help. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to put that to good use. There's a vending machine over there. I'll take you for a quick walk in a minute or two. Let me chow down just a bit. It's not a hot bento, by the way. They had a microwave, but somebody told me you shouldn't microwave the plastic because it's not good for you or something, so you make do. It's not that bad cold. This looks like some deep fried renkon, lotus root. I can't believe this is under $5. This is crazy. Shiitake mushroom. Typically, I stay away from those. There's something with the coloring. It made me sick when I first ate it 20-some years ago. I noticed driving here, the Chinese influence. There's a lot of Chinese restaurants, a lot of ramen places. It's interesting because we are really close to China. I'm guessing this is a kaki fry. I am wrong. Green pepper. What? Can you see that? It's green pepper. What? That's so interesting. Look at that. It's wrapped in, I think, chicken. Wrapped in chicken. Oh, very good. And a really nice looking piece of fish here. Oh, nicely salted on the top. Well done. This is a great bento. I think we need something to wash this down with, huh? I really do. Ponkotsu Ben is here. Get some Fukusaya Castella in Nagasaki, either airport or original store in Yori Aimachi. Thank you. I'm not going home empty-handed by any means, and I'll try to get some tonight. I'm staying. Where am I staying? I'm not quite sure exactly where I'm staying. The navigation will take me there, but I'm sure to give you a tour tomorrow around the downtown area because I'm staying, I think, in the downtown area, pretty close to everything. I'm looking forward to this. I haven't done anything at night in Nagasaki before, so we're gonna do like Nagasaki at night, which is gonna be kind of cool. I'm gonna walk around and show you what it looks like after dark. I don't know if it's gonna be today or tomorrow. The weather has been bad. When I flew in here, there was a gale warning, and they said that there was a high possibility that the plane would be directed and taken to Fukuoka. And then I asked a lady at the gate, I said, wait a second, so if the plane is diverted from Nagasaki to Fukuoka, how do I get to Nagasaki? Because that's where the rental car is. And she goes, yeah, well, she didn't really have any answers. I put her in a tough spot, so I wasn't going to get anything useful from this interaction. But I didn't want to leave suddenly and say that, so I kind of waited around, and she said, and then she said, yeah, you know, we can't give you your money back. I said, I don't want my money back. I'm just trying to figure how to plan this. And then my sixth sense was like, yeah, we're probably going to get to Nagasaki, and I was right. We made it in here. I think I have a video of the, let me see if I can pull this up. We're going to make a trip to the vending machine. I'll pull this up real quickly. The weather was really rough coming in here. Oh, there it is. So you can see the clouds. It was really oh, here's a better one. That's snow. I believe that was snow that was going into the engine at the beginning there. The weather was windy, wet. It's going in and out a little bit, better and worse and better and worse, but it was absolutely not so great. If you buy Fukusaya Castera, Gosanyaki is the best. I'm going to note all this stuff here. There's a lot of people who know Nagasaki a little bit better than me. This is one of the areas that's so far away from everything. It's like Kochi, Nagasaki. It's not, well, there is a Shinkansen, but it doesn't connect quite to Fukuoka yet, to Hakata Station. So Nagasaki is like this place that's really out of the way, that has a really unique culture. And I think it's a place that if you did explore here, you're going to get a pretty unique experience. The food is different. The people are different. The supermarkets are different. It's all quite good stuff. And I love driving around here. It's so relaxing. It's so easy to do that. All right, let me take you on the gimbal. This is fun. This is totally unplanned stuff here, because that's how we roll. All right, you're gonna go spinning on this gimbal for a second, okay? So I apologize. All right, you're back now. All right, just so you get a little bumpy ride at the beginning, but you're gonna get a smooth ride to the vending machine. All right, let's go do this. Get my wallet. Oh. Let's go. I don't know if they even have a Passmo or a Suica here, so I'm getting out the coins. Yeah, there's no Passmo or Suica. So what do we got here? Just the usual hot coffee and a zero sugar Coke, Fanta, green tea, namacha. I don't know, what do you guys think? Maybe just go for the namacha. Let's go for a hot green tea. Ooh, that's nice and warm. As you can see, there's nothing around here. Even the parking lot's kind of empty. The parking lot's kind of empty. They don't get a lot of foreigners here, I could tell. Oh, look, here's a logging truck. You don't see that in Tokyo. Awesome. You don't see that in Tokyo. All right, let me put you back on this one here. Kind of gives me Narita vibes. I think so. Yeah, this is a Toyota car. I don't know what you call it. The Vitz. It's a economy rental. Sorry, it's put the phone back in there. Okay, we're good. This is namacha from Kirin. Whoa! It's got little pieces of tea in there. Do you see that? It's kind of cool. So you know it's good. It's got pieces of real tea in there. Oh, that's good. That's really refreshing. So Ponkatsu Ben, thank you. I will go and check that out as well. And David Kimura, thank you for the bento, brother. Bradshaw Studio here is here as well. Nice to see you. All right, we're going to try this before we end the live stream. This is their original karage chicken. This is $2 for this. This is insane. What? Another thing that I love about driving in Japan is stopping at the service areas. If there's a good one, I think it's going in the other direction though. But stopping at the service areas is a way for you to see the local culture. And there was a Michi no Eki, or a roadhouse, on the way here. I'm going to stop there to see what the vegetable situation's like. Sometimes you can find some... Wow! The plastic really dulled it. Now look at this. Wow. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have... After I end this live stream, I'm going to have to chow down on all this stuff here. Have a little quiet lunchtime in the car. Pull you up a bit. Yeah, there you go. They also, I'll show you what this is after this karage. It's not that I have to worry about getting cold. It's already cold. The bento, there's a microwave oven right next to the food that you can heat it up in there, but I've never had karage like this. It looks like, you know what they've done? Oh my goodness. They have put in, like, it looks like Rice Krispie treats or something. They've made it look like something like a monster. I love it. Yeah. Oh my God, this is good. It's so oily. Well, actually, it's not as oily as I thought it was going to be, but there's some oil in there. It's good oil. I don't know if it's good oil, but it tastes good. What? This is so genius. Karage chicken out of the deep fryer is always kind of crunchy. But then if you package it up like this, it gets soggy and it loses the crunch. But they have found a way, these geniuses, to keep that crunch despite being in like a sealed container. It's amazing and it's good. Is it healthy? You don't eat this for health. You eat this because it's good. I've never had karage like this. Leo would love this. Look at this piece. Look at it. Look at it. It's going across your big screen TV in 720p. Because there's just not enough upload speed to get a full HD. Oh, let's try this one here. Oh my goodness. It's like it's burned, but it's not burned. What? That's really good. It's burned, but not burned. It looks burned. Try that part here. Oh yeah. Skin. Get some skin in the game. One noodle. This is a great lunch in the car. This is a great lunch. It sure beats like, I don't know. Whenever we go in car trips in the United States with the family, we stop off at the Wawa. And we can get some sandwiches or something at the Wawa. They got a great coffee area where you can get these, like, I don't know, 16 ounces would be the largest size in Japan, I think. But they go into like 32-ounce coffees. It's pretty crazy. We'll be going back to the U.S. in June. I think we're going to be going to the U.S. in June. So that we might have a meetup in New York. I don't know if we're going to get to Montreal, to Canada, Danny, if Danny's watching. I don't know if we're going to make it over there, but it'd be nice to see some people. Maybe make a trip into Philadelphia. That'd be really cool. So I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll be back in the U.S. for a few weeks or maybe even longer. But I'm here because of you guys. Over the last couple of years, actually, it's been about. I made a video in Hiroshima about the atomic bombing. This is going to be a really tough few days for me. So these live streams are what's going to sustain me in a positive way, because the people that I'm going to be interviewing are called hibakusha. These are the people these are atomic bomb survivors. One gentleman, I think he's 95, and he's already been interviewed before, so I've seen the archives of it. But like his story is really impactful, and you learn a lot because each person has their own perspective on how they saw it, how they felt it, and what happened before and what happened immediately after and what happened in the years after. And I think for you to really understand the bombing of Nagasaki and how it is different from Hiroshima, you got to talk with the local residents. You got to talk with the people. There's already too many archive footages and news reports and how it all happened. We get it. Now let's see that and then see how it all was put together on the ground by the people who were there. This isn't like an America versus Japan type of thing. It's just what happened. And I think that they have an incredible mission. They won the Nobel Peace Prize, whatever, if that's whatever that means to them. I'm not sure. But Hiroshima is known as the first place where the atomic bomb was dropped, and Nagasaki is known as the last place this has been used in war. And I think that is quite a fitting legacy, and I that's the one that they have to work the hardest to maintain. Because Hiroshima, once you're the first, you're the first. But if you're going to be the last, you have to keep it that way. So it's maybe a little bit harder for Nagasaki in that light. But I'm really curious to talk about their feelings on everything. I'm not going to get too political, but I'm sure it's, to them it is quite. There might be some politics behind it. I'm not sure. You just talk to people and you see how they feel. And I don't have any. I'm just curious, and I get a lot of questions. And I know that this is something that our viewers, you guys have been asking me to go, what about Nagasaki? Everybody says, what about Nagasaki? What about it? We're here this week, and I'm going to bring this episode to you in a way that I don't think anybody else has ever made a video like this before. I'm going to be here for 4 days, today, tomorrow, the next day, and I leave on Friday. I'm going to be interviewing kids from Nagasaki. I believe I am. I might have to come back, but this is all sponsored. I wish I could go to House Ten Bush. I saw the bus for it when it was coming here. Do I have a picture of it? I was saying, oh my gosh, I got to get on that bus. I almost made that trip to House Ten Bush. No, I didn't. I ended up not doing that because here's the video. The bus from the airport. There it is. Sorry, I'm not tapping your TV there. I'm just tapping my screen. There it is for the bus going there. I'm like, oh, maybe I can get on there. No, I got to get the rental car. Maybe next time. But I am in a rental car. Maybe I can swing by there. It's not exactly the best day, but there's a lot of wonderful things here in Nagasaki. But over the course of the next 72 to 96 hours, 72 hours, it's going to be really hard on me. I get emotional. I feel these episodes that I make, and that's why I think that they're good episodes, the main channel stuff. It takes me a little time to edit it, but I want to get this out in July, before the 80th anniversary of this, and I think that you're going to feel something from this. And I think it's important that these voices get heard, because a lot of them are leaving, The people that are 100 years old were 20 years old when this happened. So that means a lot of them were just kids that are still alive. He was 95. The one guy, I think he's 94, 95. So he would have been about 15 years old, right? He probably would have finished high school, or would have finished schooling, maybe been working. I'm not quite sure. So I'm really interested to talk about him, to see what he was doing, what was Nagasaki like before and after, in regards to his life. And why does he want to talk? Why does he want to tell this story? There's a lot of questions. In fact, if you have a question that you'd like me to ask, leave it in the comments below, or direct message me on Patreon. I'd really like it, because this is a Patreon-funded initiative. This is all from you guys here, and that's why I'm in Nagasaki right now. I think it's too important. It needs to be done right now. We're losing too many people, too many voices. It's not like everybody is, like 40 or 50 years old. Now everybody is like 80, 90, 100 years. No, they're all like in their 90s. If you're under like, elementary school kids probably don't remember too much. So everybody's in their 90s. Or there was one woman, I think, was in her hundreds. We haven't been able to get in contact with her yet. And I'm working with the Nagasaki nonprofit organization to help me set this up. I contacted them. They're so busy, and they've got such a big heart. So I can't say thank you to them enough for helping me, as well as my assistant Emmy, who helped me set up all of this stuff behind the scenes. So I'm looking forward to having a really great a few days, despite the fact that my heart is going to be in my stomach, and editing it is going to be really hard to do, to boil this down into like 30 minutes or less. But my hope is that you guys really take away a lot from this. So tonight, I think maybe tomorrow night, I'll take you around Nagasaki in the evening. I'll take you around Nagasaki during the day, in the early mornings perhaps. I'll take a look at some of the food of Nagasaki. So we're going to, on this channel, take a look at the area. And I really appreciate all the support from Patreon supporters. And Benjamin asked me about how to support me, and I on Instagram, and I sent you a message just yesterday. And I appreciate that so much, guys. We're doing some good stuff with the channel, and we'll make a really great video on this. I'm going to be pretty thorough with maps and archive footage and all of that stuff, just like I have with the other two videos in Hiroshima. But this time, Nagasaki really, really deserves a lot of love, and they deserve content that's has a lot of heart to it, and in English, so the rest of the world can understand it. And I hope that we can do that. I still got a lot of stuff to eat here. I'm just addicted to this chicken. I might just come back here before I go back to the airport to get some for Leo and Kanai. This is really good stuff. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments if you don't mind. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in Nagasaki with me. In fact, if you are in Nagasaki and you want to meet up tomorrow, let me know. Maybe it's a chance to catch up. Best to DM me on Instagram or on Patreon. Probably Patreon would be the best, but because I check that more often. Peso's here. Hey, Peso. It's like famichiki. This is like, I guess it would be like famichiki, but famichiki puts like these spices in it or something. It's not a bad thing, but I always found that after I ate the famichiki or anything from the convenience store, there's some sort of preservatives or chemicals in it, and I can taste that for months after. Right? Thank you for getting rid of the spammer there. And Dugan, 57 months. Amazing. Sid, will you ever do an interview with Ralph Macchio? I don't know. Maybe. I don't think he watches this channel. But if he does, then... Hold on a second. There you go. And if he does, then I'll try to work it out. And I'd love to talk to Ralph Macchio. If he comes to Japan, I could be a stunt double. I'll take the pain. He's older than me. I think I can do it. I've been sort of working out. But anyways, thanks guys. I'll see you in Nagasaki. We're going to have some fun over the next 4 days because I need to have some fun because this topic that I'm here to cover is really, really deep stuff, and it's really important stuff as well. So see ya on the other side as I finish this bento and then make the drive back into the city of Nagasaki. I do hope that the weather gets a little bit better because it's really not so wonderful. I wonder if anybody inside the supermarket is like watching. WTF is a bento. What? Really? A bento is a Japanese. It's like it's a Japanese lunchbox is what it is. You get them at any supermarket, convenience stores. They're pretty tasty stuff, and they're quite affordable. Supermarkets usually do it where they're getting rid of the food that is at the expiration date that they couldn't sell. They take it in the back, they cook it up, and they make bentos for the next day. It's still good. It's being used, so it's all really tasty stuff. Some supermarkets might have a different way to do it. I'm not sure about this one. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. I'll see you maybe, probably not today, maybe tomorrow in a live stream, 2 or 3, and I'll try to really go heavy with live streams in this area to show you Nagasaki. Mata ne. Back to lunch.